Dr. Anthony Fauci is calling on Fox News to fire host Jesse Waters after he told a group of conservatives to ambush Fauci with questions in hopes of creating a viral moment and send the video footage to his network. Waters also told them to, quote, go in for the kill shot, rhetorical language that the nation's top infectious disease doctor and President Biden's chief medical advisor believes goes too far. Fox News has responded to Fauci, who is no stranger to attacks. With more on the controversy, here's 360's Randy Kay.
Now you go in for the kill shot. The kill shot with an ambush, deadly, because he doesn't see it coming.
That was Fox News host Jesse Waters Monday night at a Turning Point USA conference. Waters encouraged the right-wing crowd to create viral moments and rhetorically ambush Dr. Anthony Fauci and go for the kill shot by asking aggressive questions about research at the Wuhan lab.
This is when you say, Dr. Fauci, you funded risky research at a sloppy Chinese lab, the same lab that sprung this pandemic on the world. You know why people don't trust you, don't you? Boom! He is dead. He is dead. He's done.
Fauci, who is President Biden's chief medical advisor, had this to say in response.
That's horrible. I mean, that just is such a reflection of the craziness that goes on in society.
Fauci has served more than 3 decades as the nation's top infectious disease doctor. He told CNN all he's ever done was encourage people to get vaccinated, wear a mask, and be careful in public settings.
For that, you have some guy out there saying that people should be giving me a kill shot to ambush me. Whatever network he's on is not going to do anything for him. I mean, that's crazy. The guy should be fired on the spot.
Fox News is defending Waters, saying in a statement he was using a metaphor for asking hard-hitting questions to Dr. Fauci about gain-of-function research, and his words have been twisted completely out of context. CNN law enforcement analyst Jonathan Wackrow disagrees.
It's just fueling mob rule to satisfy a political goal.
Dr. Fauci's been attacked by Fox hosts since nearly the beginning of the pandemic. Most recently, it was Lara Logan, who last month used her show on the channel's streaming network to compare Fauci to a Nazi doctor known as the Angel of Death at Auschwitz for his brutal experiments on prisoners.
People say to me that he doesn't represent science to them. He represents Joseph Mengele, the Nazi doctor who did experiments on Jews during the Second World War and in the concentration camps.
After that, Fox stayed silent, and Lara Logan continued to demonize Fauci. Then she appeared to be quietly removed from air, at least temporarily.
How they can let her say that with no comment and no disciplinary action. I'm astounded by that.
And all the rhetoric has come with a cost. Fauci has received death threats, and it's put his entire family at risk.
Every once in a while you stop and you think about it and you say, my world has completely changed. Yeah. But as it's changing, you don't realize it's changing because you're just focusing. You know, we got to get a vaccine, we got to get a drug, we got to do this, we got to do that. And then every once in a while you say, well, wait a minute. I got 2 armed security guys here. I got another guy over there.
Since March of last year, Fauci has had security detail for extra protection. Comments like Waters, perhaps, making that all the more necessary.
The potential for such phrases to transform from rhetoric into destructiveness or physical harm, we've seen that time and time again. People will co-opt that for a call to action in harm against Dr. Fauci.
And Randy Kay joins us now. Randy, do these threats to Dr. Fauci go beyond just the rhetoric we hear from people on TV?
Absolutely, John. We are seeing that. In fact, over the summer, the federal government filed a federal complaint against a 56-year-old Maryland man. And according to the affidavit, this man had made threats to Fauci and his family that he would harm or kill them. According to the affidavit, one email said that he would drag them into the street, beat them to death, and then set them on fire. The affidavit also says that this man sent 7 threatening emails in 7 minutes on a single day back in April. Separate from that, Dr. Fauci had also received white powder in the mail that he said he described it as blowing up in his face. Of course, there was some concern that it was the very dangerous anthrax. It turned out to be harmless. But these are distractions. He says he's not going to let them bother him. He's going to continue to stay focused on getting people vaccinated and doing his job. But certainly, John, a lot to deal with.
It certainly is.